Welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky. The show will begin momentarily.
Yeah. Young.Social. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Dragonchain, 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 Dragonchain. Mine 10 blocks on the blockchain. My ETH father for the got paid. These dragons selling like they hotcakes. We go to the moon like we don't got breaks. If you want to transact on a marketplace, Dragonchain, Dragonchain, Dragonchain. Dragonchain, 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 Dragonchain. Mine 10 blocks on the blockchain. My ETH father for the got paid. These dragons selling like they hotcakes. We going to the moon like we don't got breaks. If you want to transact on a marketplace, Dragonchain, Dragonchain, Dragonchain. My ETH costs more than your rent. I spent my life savings get a 10. Dragons get the hottest coming next. Me and Joe Rose make a bet. All this shit seem new to me. Fix a blockchain with security. Keeping data safe is the fluency. How could you not fuck with the company?
Welcome to Super Happy Dragon Lucky, the Dragonchain update show. This is episode 1x21, 0x121. That's 1x21. All right. It's the 289th weekly episode with an AMA. Reminder, nothing on the show is ever financial advice, and stay tuned after the updates for an AMA. Let's see here. First off, Dragonchain updates. Super Happy Dragon Lucky distribution of governance lot from last week, 544 lot, 3 questions for 90 each. Host received 90 and Dragonchain received 182 lot. Next, we move to, let's see here. I will go to the Den.Social updates, and our February 2025 LCP results phase is now live. Number 1 by lore committed. Let's see here. Number 1 by lore committed is the videotapes layer. Yes. And that comes with 1.1 million lore, 17 unique voters nominated by the great Jacob Wayne. And number 1 by unique voters was Systems Theory with 630,000 lore committed by 24 unique voters nominated by Smilin' Catlin in May of 2022. So let's see here. You can look at the entire setup. You can go to look at the post to see how it all works. Next, we go to further DinDAO updates, and we have, let's see here. A reminder, DinDAO discussions will be in the DinDAO lair, all right? And the Emperor has been conducting the meeting on Thursday afternoons. He will start making a post, so watch for the post each week. And he might be moving the show depending on what feedback he gets. So pay attention. You can at least make post a reply to his post, and he'll answer anything that he sees there. But he'll also have a link that you can join with the time and all that. And let's see here. I think that we have a DinDAO vote right here to pause the LCP. Okay, per the white paper, the monthly LCP is meant to be conducted based on adoption and engagement metrics. As this time, and this is by the coin, I propose pausing the monthly LCP until such time as these metrics increase and reinstate the LCP as approved by DAO. Reinstating would be approved by another DAO vote. Okay, so we have some votes for, some votes against. Ooh, look at that. 0.93% of owner. All right. Whereas this is anyway, this is interesting to go and look at how these break down, right? So anyway, founder vote. All right. So go in there and vote. I will probably vote, but I'll wait for a little bit to make sure everybody gets all their votes in, and maybe I can just break it and I guess finalize it or get it over the mark, whichever way. But I want to see some feedback either way. Next, let's see here. World Blockchain Roundtable updates. In case you missed it, last week's episode 195 was what blockchain, coin, or token would you give to your Valentine? There was some interesting stuff in that episode. Pretty good discussions. It's worth going and watching and sharing. The more views it gets this first week, the more all the participants will get. Also, episode 196 airs today, which is changes at the SEC after Trump's first 30 days in office. That one should probably be pretty interesting. I'm hoping even to learn a few things myself. There's been a lot of news coming out lately, and I want to see if anybody has any extra info or takes or predictions around what's going on. Next, let's go to Dracaria update. Oh, and by the way, World Blockchain Roundtable, that airs today at 1100 Eastern, 1500 UTC. That's in like 52 minutes or so from right now. So make sure you're there and watching it. And moving on to Dracaria updates, still have a couple of handfuls of gateway keys. We still are waiting to finish some testing. We have essentially made it through to the testing of the rendering itself, and we're working through a couple of things with the rendering software. So it's close, and once we get there, we're going to do full code walkthrough. So hopefully it won't be too long before we launch Dracaria. So pay attention. Make sure you're following Dracaria World on X if you aren't already. All right. Next, we go to the AMA questions. So while I refresh live, please like, comment, subscribe, and share all of the things you're supposed to do wherever you are watching. And we will get on with the first question. Remember, we only can credit the first three, the top three that we get. Okay, so Milo 158 asks, don't know where to start. Glad you are still going. Plan to share Dragon on X. Right on. That's what we need. We need an awareness, especially around the case. And the awareness can be of past innovations, current innovations, things that are happening, Dracaria and other. So we would love when people post. So where to buy? I'm not the expert on that. I think I don't know when you asked this question. It was 4 days ago. Maybe you've gotten hopefully you've got an answer by now, either in Telegram or on X. But I because of the whole SEC issue, I stay out of all of that, and I end up being ignorant about where it is available and so on. So as long as you can get it so that you can use it, that's what's important. But I can't necessarily answer that question. If you haven't gotten an answer to it, do let me know either on X or on Telegram or in reply to this. Anyway, a lot to catch up on for sure. We're glad to see you back. Hopefully things are going okay for you, and let us know if you have any questions about what's been going on or what's coming up. Next, Dragon Knight. Welcome back, Milo. Oh, is this a reply? Yes, a reply. So welcome back either way. And there you go. There's your answer. You can use gate.io. So anyway, and again, I'm no expert at that. Not financial advice, all the rest of the stuff, the lawfare world that we live in. I have to be careful. Alxons, the second question. I see that the X community, Twitter, is getting quite active. Are there any official media interested in spreading the word about Dragonchain's current situation? I don't know. We're working on a couple of angles, especially with some of the team members that have wider networks even than I do. So hopefully we get some good attention, some high level attention soon. And in the meantime, keep pushing on Twitter, keep using the AI tool, the Lucius tool. to generate solid, engaging content at various levels for different target audiences about various industries, and how Dragonchain has innovated, and what our past has been, and why we should drop the case. And I do, in the middle of this, want to make sure that after we're done with the AMA, I'll give a quick case update, which is largely going to be focused on what you can do, where we think that we need people to be posting. So pay attention to that if you can, just in a couple of minutes here. Next, I am 4IM DinDAO meeting now every Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. UTC. Make sure you go to that, and let's see here. Oh, I guess you're recommending this as a featured post, which I agree, especially for this first one. That essentially, you can see there's an agenda, all of the reminders. He has the I don't know if is the link for the show going to be in here. That would be the question that I would have. So, I think you can do when you're setting up the stream, you can configure it so that it's the same URL every time, and then you wouldn't have to get an update. You could just post it every time. So remind me before the roundtable. Maybe we can look at that. Next, a question from IM4IM, the Emperor. Did the lore rewards end in 2025? What was determined from last week's question? Oh, that's a good question. We didn't get to look at it. I didn't get to talk to any of the team about it. We were so busy last week with all of the case stuff. So I'll try to get in there this week. I'm pretty sure when I looked at the spreadsheet, it was only voted through 2025. So most all of it would have been in there, but I do believe that there might be a pool that was never rewarded, either time or dragons or dragon liquidity or one of the other liquidities. So if that is the case, then those will still remain, and we will need to do a DinDAO vote to start pushing out lore. Also, if anybody has any need, that's legitimate and strategic, I have a goodly amount of lore from the past that I've not committed entirely. So I would be willing to donate lore for strategic purposes, adoption, to create a layer that is desperately needed, et cetera, et cetera. So let me know, and feel free to reach out on that if that makes sense. Okay, so that's the last question. I don't know how many questions that was. And let's see here. So now we go to the quick case update, and let me just go back here. So quick case update. If you can, and I'm going to open it up. If you can, I would recommend that you please go to the, oh, come on, what's this? Okay. Sorry, there was a pop-up that had nothing to do with what I needed to show you. If you can go to the Lucius Probator Aeternus, I forget the pronunciation, apologies, and use the tool to generate a letter, a tweet, a post on Facebook, a post on LinkedIn that focuses on the good things about Dragonchain and the bad things about the SEC coming after us, about the case, and why it should be dropped. And the reasoning right now is that, let's see here, let's write let's say a LinkedIn post. I've not ever asked it to do this, about Dragonchain innovation and why the SEC should drop its case, right? And I could probably be more, I could tell it something a little tighter than that, but either way, it will give us at the end, I believe it will give us some instructions of where to send it, which is the main point of this, that when you generate this, the two main places well, and I guess I want to say two main. The two places that we're really focused on getting this information enrolled would be the SEC's new crypto task force, which you can get to. And I see it didn't tell me. Okay. I guess because I told her to LinkedIn post. Maybe that's why. Of course, if I put a LinkedIn post, I'm going to put it on LinkedIn. Okay, here we go. So it's going to give me the set. And, so you can, if it doesn't tell you something, you can ask it. It'll give it to you. So you have to send an email to crypto@sec.gov with the subject line, crypto task force input. And anything that goes there, they will post to the SEC.gov website. And we want to have good coverage that if anybody goes to that page, the Dragonchain is always there in some capacity. At least some percentage of what you see would be Dragonchain related. Possibly very important to raise awareness. The second is to send a DM to the Doge SEC account, which is at Doge_SEC. And you just have to send a DM to them with, this information that you generated or whatever. The second, send a Dragonchain, make sure you sign the open letter to the Trump admin. It's a simple form. You don't have to do too much. Just put your name in. And then send it to your representatives with this link. If you're in the US, you can put in your zip code, I believe, or your address, and it will tell you who all of your reps are. And it'll either send it to them or give their emails, depending. Also, of course, share on social media. And if you can tag important people like Elon Musk and Donald Trump and Hester Peterson, David Sachs, and, to encourage engagement from your friends and family. Anyway, those are important. And I hope that people are doing that as much as possible. They don't have to be long letters. They don't have to be short letters. They can be in whatever style you like. Make sure it's your personal style. Make sure it's things that you care about and things that, are engaging and interesting and that will bring those eyeballs in to say, hey guys, why is this case still going? Shouldn't we, in the very least, get this case dropped? So that's kind of the goal. All right. So that being said, now we go. If you are, we're going to close out here. Go get some Den merch. It's cold out. It's really cold here, in fact. And you can get a mug. There's the Coffee with Den mug. We probably need an Emperor's mug still, don't we? Den Dow mugs. Go get some. Oh, there's a cool Factor mug. I have a Factor shirt on, actually. Today, I found it. And if you are able at all, please go to legalfund.dragonchain.com and make a donation either with credit card or with crypto. We will love you for it. Very important that we are able to pay the attorneys. We're almost through this whole thing. And there's very good indications from former people at the SEC, apparently, that the entire world is going to change soon. So it'll be a beautiful thing. And we're waiting for it. So make sure you watch us again next week, same time. Make sure you watch the World Blockchain Roundtable today at 1100 Eastern, 1500 UTC. Follow Dragonchain, Real Denizens, Dracaria World, Jojo Row with zeros on X, and also, of course, on Den.Social. That is it. Thank you so much for showing up, and we'll see you in about 39 minutes or so. All right. See you soon.
Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best.
Adaptable, all capital, label radical yet rational. A tactical approach is palpable. If this animal is fallible, but that conclusion is laughable. So with for all detachable from the mandible, you see it now.